Welcome, welcome, one and all, to another episode of A Day in the Life of Me. I am Rolling Thunder. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, that looks healthy. I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, but a white van with paint all over the rear bumper, plus a knackered looking side door. I don't know what that says to you, but to me that says dodgy. Oh dear, what's happened here? Oh, someone's been pulled. Someone's been very, very naughty. What shall the topic of conversation be this evening? I know, let's get all nostalgic for a minute. Now, being at work, I don't get a chance to talk to my girlfriends all day. You know, I'm not on the phone all day to her, asking her how she is, you know. I mean, obviously we text and stuff like that, so it's not like I don't talk to her all day. But, you know, this isn't where I'm going with this particular conversation. I kid you not. My girlfriend made me laugh. Yeah, so I'm, you know, at work and I get a text message from the girlfriend. And, you know, I ask her how she is and how her daughter is and stuff like that, because obviously I haven't seen her all day and so on. And, you know, she's like, yeah, everything's fine, everything's good, you know. The daughter, I won't say the daughter's name, but she's behaving and yada yada yada. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool, excellent. She's behaving, doing what she's told, so on and so forth, as you do. And then she tells me that the daughter is watching a cartoon that I used to watch growing up. Now, in all honesty, I thought this particular cartoon was dead and buried. I thought, you know, I hadn't seen it on the telly for a while and that was it. I thought it was, you know, dead and gone. But apparently the daughter was watching Tom and Jerry. And I was like, oh, okay. You know, I never expected, you know, an 8-year-old to be watching a cartoon that I used to watch growing up. Bearing in mind that this cartoon, the episodes that she was watching were the best part of 30 years old. So I'm like, oh, okay. Interesting, different, cool. I mean, I don't mind saying this, but I turned 35 this year, and I was like, I thought to myself earlier today, it was like, the cartoons that I used to watch now, well, I sort of watch now, that I used to watch when I was growing up, you know, a lot of them have, you know, sort of died out. Cartoons like Ren and Stimpy, there was another one, oh fuck, I can't remember what it was, but it was like a cat and dog that were stitched together, you know, arse to arse. Not like Human Centipede arse to arse, but literally, I think it was called Cat and Dog or Dog and Cat or something like that. Oh, and those other ones, fucking Cow and Chicken. Does anyone even know if that's still going? It'd be nice to know if it is, because that cartoon used to have me in fucking stitches every fucking time I watched it. I'd only have to watch the first 10 seconds, I'm like, yeah, I'm hooked. If anyone remembers any of their old cartoons that I used to watch as a kid, feel free to comment. It doesn't matter what part of the world you're in. You know, it doesn't matter if I've never heard of the cartoon that you watched or watched. I mean, I know there used to be some really fucking obscure cartoons back when I was growing up. Half of them I don't even remember. Pardon me. The things like Ren and Stimpy, Cow and Chicken, Even SpongeBob to a degree is fucking messed up. You know, I remember back in the day, right, when I was growing up, probably less than 10 years old, say between 6 and 8, I remember programs like you know, I remember when, you know, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles first came out. I remember when things like you know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles first came out, when Power Rangers first came out, Ghostbusters, Transformers even. I mean, fuck me, Transformers are almost as old as I am. Well, I think actually probably slightly older actually. I might be wrong, but I think they're about either the same age or slightly older than me. But yeah, I mean, programs like kids cartoons like that, I mean, they are nothing like what they're like today. I mean, fuck me. Now, I never watched this, and I seriously want to put this across. I never ever watched this fucking program. But things like, you know, Tots TV, what am I? Tots TV, Rosie and Jim, Magic Roundabout, Bill and Ben, Flower Pot Men, all these cartoons and kids TV shows that were around, and they were thriving back in the, you know, the 60s, 70s and 80s, but a lot of them have died out now. I don't understand why, but they just have. You know, think, like I say, I even remember back in the day there used to be a cartoon called Earthworm Jim. I don't know if anyone remembers that. It's based on like I say, it was based around a popular PC game. In fact, if I remember rightly, I think I even had that game. It's like all the nostalgic things that I remember from being a kid. None of the kids today will fucking know what they are. But yeah, it's like the nostalgia of it all, you know, the mystique of, not the mystique, but the, oh, I don't even know what to call it. It's just remembering all these old things that I used to watch as a kid and as a teenager, and all the slang that you hear the kids of today using, that when I was growing up I wouldn't even have a fucking clue what they were talking about. It's like I was talking to someone at work today and I was like, dude, I don't have a fucking clue what you're talking about. It's like, translate that into language that I understand. And he's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And I was like, talk to me in old people language. And he was like, oh, okay. Now that makes me sound like a fucking old codger. But I was like, dude, I'm sorry, but I don't understand where you're coming from. But yeah, again, the whole nostalgia of it all. Ah, someone's got married. Good luck, you're gonna fucking need it. I know that, I haven't even been married yet. Dickhead. Not good sticking your thumb up to me or giving me a thumbs up after I've fucking walloped you. Some people, man, they'll never learn. And when they do learn, it's going to be too fucking late. Like, oh no, I've lost use of both of my legs. And how did you do that? I ran across the road and someone hit me. Okay, and whose fault was that? It wasn't mine. Well, yes, it was yours, because you ran across the road when the lights were fucking green. Oh, another one that really gets me is when people fucking run out in between cars. Great parenting, mate. Just drag your kids across the road when the missus says no. But yeah, nostalgia. It's like doing this route. I do this route 3 or 4 times a week, and I still find things that I never knew before. I never would have thought that, you know, things like Ghostbusters, Transformers, Turtles would be celebrating 30 years. Well, maybe even longer than that, actually, with some of them. Between 25 and 35 years of being on the air. It's like, where has the time gone? What the hell is that? That's going to be the weirdest looking 125 I've ever seen. In fact, I don't even know if that was a 125. It looked like a fucking what do you call it? Oh, that's an accident waiting to happen right there. But ladies and gents, thank you for joining me for yet another dose of waffling with me, Rolling Thunder. So it is with regret that I shall bid you adieu, and I will see you on the next one. Adios.